Alright guys, I don't want to make a cookie cutter video like this, but this shit is just going on for far too long. Alright, these types of questions, is it black, is it white? It's time to use fucking common sense. Alright, starting with straps. I don't understand the argument of should I use straps or should I not use straps? What a dumb fucking question. I can't even believe that, I need to explain this to people. Don't use straps until you need to use the fucking straps. Common sense. For instance, if you're doing deadlifts and your grip is giving out at 585, put the fucking straps on and hit 600 or hit 615 or hit 645, whatever the fuck it may be. But the fact of the matter is, you're probably not going to be able to pull that much more weight anyways with the straps on. Why the fuck wouldn't you just work up to your max potential without straps and then throw them on? Guaranteed you could probably lift anywhere from 20 to 100 more pounds with straps. How long is it going to take to go from hitting 585 without straps to hitting, let's say, 635 with straps? Or maybe at the very most 675 with straps. It's not like straps are going to add hundreds of pounds to your deadlifts. Maybe rack pulls, maybe shrugs, but definitely not deadlifts. And even with that being said, if you are doing rack pulls or shrugs, this is also something that's just driving me fucking insane. The argument of strict form versus cheat reps. Ego lifting. It's so frustrating. Let's say you're doing shrugs, okay? Because this is coming up a lot lately as well. Should I use loose form? Should I use strict form? Once again, use your fucking brain. Use good form or strict form until you get to the point that you have to get a little more lower body into the movement. And then keep progressing from there. Because you're already warmed up anyways. Why not just milk those gains? Why not milk that warm up? How much more weight can you possibly move going from strict form to cheat form? Yes, you can move a lot more, but in the grand scheme of it, how much longer is that going to add to your workout? Okay? Say I'm doing really, really tight, really controlled shrugs, okay, with no lower body. And you get to 405, 495. Maybe you could do 765. Hell, maybe you could do 855. Right? With a little bit of lower body involved. Well, okay. Shrugs shouldn't take very long anyways. So you hit 495 and you can get up to 765. That's what? 3 more plates on each side? How fucking long can that possibly take? Use your brain. Strict form. As the strict form goes out the window, use loose form. Oh, and then guess what? Then you can work your way back down to strict form. And it's going to feel a hell of a lot stronger because your nervous system's primed up now. It's the same thing with rack pulls. What is a rack pull good for anyways? Well, do them first of all, and you'll find out. What the fuck is wrong with the world that we live in today where people talk so much shit about something such as an exercise where they can't take 10 minutes out of their life to just try that exercise? What's the worst thing that can happen? So for Johnny Bodybuilder over here that wants to do mind-muscle connection, slow and controlled reps, and he's already doing shrugs, why not just go a little bit heavier and see what the rack pull feels like for your traps? Hell, you'll probably get up to a weight that far exceeds your shrugging weight anyways, and then when you drop back down to your shrugs, they're going to feel a hell of a lot lighter. Just use fucking common sense. Should I use straps? Why the fuck wouldn't you? Obviously, don't use straps for your set of 135, 225, 315. But if you need the fucking straps, why wouldn't you? Same thing with a belt. My God. Any video you go on, wow, should I use a belt? Or should I do it beltless? Well, you should do it beltless because it's going to strengthen your core. you're going to learn how to brace properly. Bullshit. Obviously, don't use a belt if you're doing it, once again, 135, 225, 315. Once you need the fucking belt, throw the belt on. Move more weight. Figure out why you're lifting in the first place. Like, for instance, we're just talking about shrugs and rack pulls. Why the fuck are you doing those shrugs and rack pulls in the first place? Or for Johnny Bodybuilder, why are you doing shrugs? You want bigger traps? Why not just try out the fucking rack pull and see how your traps feel? Or drop back down then to the shrugs and see how much better your shrugs feel. Why not just try that? Are you too goddamn fucking stubborn? Good Lord. So as I was saying, think about why you're doing it in the first place. Now I get certain arguments. I really do. Like, for instance, block pulls or like the slingshot, for instance. If you are, for powerlifting purposes, and you have a meet coming up, maybe if you are a raw lifter, okay, like box squats and block pulls and using a slingshot or whatever is not going to help you because maybe it's not directly strengthening your weakness. Well, if that's the case, then obviously address that weakness more and work on your weakness, right? Take the time. Let's say, for instance, if you are a student and you are great at English, but you're fucking terrible at math, are you just going to keep going to the classes equally? Well, I'm going to go to English once, I'm going to go to math once, and then I'll put the same amount of effort and time into both subjects. Of course you wouldn't. You would put more time, because you would need to, into the subject that you're really struggling with. If you suck at math, you better study your ass off more to ace that exam. Same thing with powerlifting. And I'm not speaking like I'm an expert, but it's fucking common sense. Right? So if you are having trouble creating leg drive with your deadlift, then obviously rack pulls and block pulls are not going to help very much because that's not the issue. Maybe you need to strengthen your quadriceps or work on intra-abdominal bracing. Or maybe you need to work on your hamstrings, whatever that may be, but you figure that out. But we're deviating from what I'm even talking about in the first place. My whole point being is things like slingshots, rack pulls, okay? Why would you not do them if you're already warmed up for that particular movement? The whole reason I brought up the powerlifting thing was if you had a meet coming up and you're prepping, like, yes, of course, it's probably not going to add a lot to your particular lift. Everyone, like, not everyone, because a lot of people lack common sense. Like, we get that. But if you're 12 or you're 12 weeks or you're 4 months out from your meet, why wouldn't you? You're already warmed up. So, for instance, like bench pressing. When you're bench pressing, okay, say you're doing a nice pause in the bottom as well, like chances are you're going to get to a point where you're on your chest and you get stuck, or you're getting about halfway through and you're getting stuck, okay? And then from there, you're just done, right? Like, 'cause you can't progress, so maybe you'll do some back offsets, whatever that may be. Well, why the fuck wouldn't you just get to that point and then throw your slingshot on? Or if you don't have a slingshot, like reverse bands. Okay? And since we're talking about common sense anyways, when you're doing your training, use reverse bands. Don't use just the tension of the bands. Okay? Because the whole idea is to continue overloading whatever you're working. So say you're bench pressing and you get to 315 and you're getting stuck on your chest or halfway through. And they're like, all right, well, cool. I heard that bands are great to generate more force off the bottom, push through and overload the top range of that particular movement. It's better for your strength curve or for your particular weaknesses. But then how the fuck do you know where to start again? Like, say you get up to 315 and then you put the bands on, and all of a sudden you got to take out the plates, and then you got to start all over again and warm up with that. When you could just throw a reverse band on and then continue adding plates. Like, there's so many things that you guys just need to use common sense with in this whole YouTube fitness community, that things are not black and white. This does not work. Or this is the end all be all. Strict form, loose form. Do them fucking both. Straps, no straps. Do them fucking both. Beltless, of course. You guys get what I'm saying here? Like, there's so many things that are frustrating. Just enough with it. Use common fucking sense. But do you guys get what I'm saying with things like squats and deadlifts and like with reverse bands or block pulls or those ways to overload? For instance, like a trap bar is a great example of a deadlift that you can continually soup up to move more and more weight for that particular workout. If I'm doing a trap bar deadlift and I get up to 405 pounds, and now all of a sudden, boom, like I hit that point where I can't get it off the floor without my back breaking, right? Going boom, right into flexion. Fucking throw it on a block and then move a couple hundred more pounds. And once you get stuck, fucking throw it on a block and move 100 more couple pounds. Oh, and guess what? Throw a belt on while you're at it. Throw some straps on while you're at it. Now all of a sudden you're going from getting stuck on the floor with your cool, slick, hip, beltless, strapless, pure raw, baby, 400 pound, no one's impressed deadlift. And now you can ramp that thing up. So you're going from the floor. Now you threw a couple blocks underneath it. You got your straps on, and then you got your belt on, and you've gone from 400 to 800 fucking pounds. Like, and how much more extra time did that take out of your workout? 15, 20 minutes? Why wouldn't you do that with everything you do? That's what I don't understand. I get so much shit on my fucking channel because I upload the top sets of a lot of things, and people are like, oh my God, your form's so shitty. That's fucking not doing anything for you. Are you that fucking thick that you really don't think that I use strict form to get to that point? Or after I got to that point in the first place, I didn't back off and get back to strict form or take the straps off or whatever the fuck it may have been? I know a lot of you guys get this, especially the guys that watch my channel. You guys are the fucking best, all right? And I know this because from this point now, I've trained with 5 people that watch my channel that have asked me if they can come over and train with me, and I've always said, yeah, man, let's fucking do it. And they're always awesome, always great people. That lets me know that the people that watch my channel are the fucking bomb, all right? Not the type of people to... Well, I can't really say that. I do get a lot of, I'm not going to say that, a lot of dumb fucking idiots that leave comments here and there. But that's where I'm making this video to address the select few that thumbs down every single one of my videos. Think outside the box. Just fucking try this shit. What do you have to lose other than 10 minutes in your workout? Good fucking God.